All right, so what's your name?
I'm Bill Lowe.
Bill Lowe.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Bill. Affiliation with the Ellensburg Rodeo.
I've been on the rodeo board since 1990. The last 10 years has been arena director. I'm responsible for getting the stock and the cow rodeo. I'm responsible for keeping things running smoothly and as quickly as possible.
About your roots here in the valley.
I grew up here in the valley. We got back into the rodeo deal and wanted to college rodeo, and so she went to Central, and we had they didn't have a rodeo team, but she knew a bunch of kids that wanted to rodeo, and so those kids were very aggressive and went through the hoops to get it started, and I helped out with it, and it was a lot of fun.
So your inspiration was family oriented.
Yes.
The projects that you helped out with all the families geared toward the rodeo, it was a way of life, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. Those kids all were working kids. To make money, we built fences and picked rock for different people around the community. I was just told last week that we had a loading chute that we'd built for the Clark family out on the north side of town, and they just replaced that chute last year, so it had been in 30-some years.
Wow. So. The rodeo is a showcase. It's a show.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Now, what type of show is it?
Well, it's a Western show, but it's also entertainment. You have to put the show on, and it has to entertain people to get them to come to the rodeo.
Now, does the rodeo basically show that family atmosphere of what everyone does on a regular
Well,
basis?
I think it does, because you'll see Trevor Brazil. He'll come up here, and he's the top rodeo guy in the world right now. He'll be here, and his family stays down here watching when he's roping during slack.
Where does that drive come from?
Well, I think the drive comes from their families. Most of them were involved. Not all of them, but a lot of them grew up with their families being involved, and then they went to junior rodeos, followed by high school rodeos, and found out that they were pretty competitive, and then they, worked at it a little more and went to college rodeos, and from there then they took a chance at the pro rodeo.
That's where they got the bug.
Yeah, they got the bug as kids. Kids with their families or coming to the rodeo.
What helps support that bug? Like, what other lifestyle
They have to be competitors. They have to have a little fire. It's a camaraderie with even the competitors. They all want to win, but it's not like they're going to do anything to hurt somebody else's chance. So it's a community, and they'll cheer for their best competitor when they do good.
Best competitor, yeah. Shoot, John Wayne,
right.
Clint Eastwood, those type of fellas, and that style.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that. The guys, they're kind of a little bit the independent types that, I can do this, and I don't need government help or this or that. I'm gonna go out there and make my own way. And,
pretty wild.
Yeah, and I might go do things kind of on the wild side a whole lot.
You kind of have to be wild to hop on a buck and bull, don't you think?
I think you have to be wild and a little bit crazy and a little bit lucky that first time.
Yes, sir.
I've watched when we were running the college rodeo, we had a section where kids, if they wanted to, they could come out and ride for the first time. And it was so fun because some of them would sit in there and just shake. And you could tell the ones that had a chance of being, they had no fear.
Yeah.
They got on there and here we go. And
So, do you think that could be possible again today?
oh, I think so. Yes, I think it. It seems like we go in swings, downturns and upturns, but it's about time to start the energy again.
Tell you what, I agree with you on that. Now, let's say that we did open that up to the school, and anyone that wants to try and jump on a buck and bronco,
Yes.
let's go. I think we might have a little bit of turnout.
Oh, I think you would. Yes, there's no doubt. And there's a chance. Daniel Beard has a bucking. He brings in young bulls in the wintertime
Yeah.
in Ellensburg here
Yeah.
into the pavilion, and we had try out the bulls, and it helped Daniel because he has the horses and bulls. Well, then they could try and see, hey, I can ride these things.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Bill, you're getting me inspired. You're getting me inspired, my friend. Why is the college rodeo so important to getting to the next step?
Well, it's the kids are still growing out of high school. They're not quite ready to compete, just like in pro football and that. They're not quite ready to compete with the big boys. It gives them a chance to learn, and while they're getting a little education, so they have something to step back to. But like right this year, two of the top bull riders in the world were at the college rodeo last year.
Wow.
So you can see that they use that as a stepping stone